skip. You want to stop up turning in a minute?
Apostles and great men, so that surely do well. Salutation to each and every brother around the world that pushing this word in sincerity and truth, right? First chapter 15. Started from start back at the side. Or continue from where it was. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 22. It said, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the field thereof shall wax old, and the way and all the paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The woman shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughter shall mourn, having no helper. Yes, so they're going into World War III. Alright, a lot of you women who are different common are meant for different you know, benefits in life. Alright, you're going to mourn. Alright, because these men will not be shipped off into the war Armageddon. Right?
That's right.
The mountain of the troops. Alright? And they're going to die. Alright, so a lot of you women not going to have husbands. You ain't going to be proud again in that day. Right? Give me Isaiah 2 verse 10 and 11. I want more on the edge, yourself.
In Isaiah chapter 2 verse 10 it says, verse 11 it says, enter into the verse 10, enter into the rock and hide in the dust for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall humble, and the haughtiness of men shall bow down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day.
Yes, a lot of you proud simpletons, a lot of you proud people, the Most High God when humble.
That's right.
Alright, because in these days, because of the benefits, alright, you people proud against the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright, somebody give me Jeremiah 2 verse 31, because the same thing all they used to do in all the past reincarnation. Alright, all the proud against the Most High. Right? The scripture in Hosea, I believe it's chapter 2, it says, you people did not know it's the Most High that give you a corn and a wine. Alright? You receive benefits in this life, and you didn't know it was Yahweh Shem Yahushai. A lot of you people thinking in Jesus and walk over God. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai no walk over God. The Most High set the world in you people's hearts, so you people fall. Behind the Most High going and take you up in your pride is for you to fall harder.
That's right.
Well,
In Jeremiah 2 verse 31 it said, O generation, see the word of Yahweh, have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords, will no more come unto thee.
Alright, so you people saying in your mind, you're lords, right, Dr. Keith Crowley? You thinking, hey, you're the prime minister of the country, you robbing the people, you receiving benefits of the people, you just like the so-called white man. Alright? So you're saying in your heart you're a lord. Alright? Because to be the leader of the country, you're supposed to be judged certain matters, not talking about the economy and the economy this, you're supposed to be judging citizens. Like if a man come with his wife with adultery, alright, you're supposed to execute judgment. That's what a leader is supposed to be doing. Alright? Not talking about the financial deficit and the GDP, the FRN, and hey, no.
Hey, if I'm not saying this, right? From corruption, PNM Party with the People's National Movement, they were funded by 1%. And hey, it's on record. I'm not making this up. Freaking record. Yeah, one of them Sabga and them Abuda and themselves say them is the 1% of this country. On record. I'm not saying that. They said it.
Yeah, so like on that program with Anthony Bourdain.
Huh?
On the program with Anthony Bourdain.
So them say that, and from inception, they've been funding the PNM Party. And there's a reason why they never put no East Indian as a fucking PNM Prime Minister. Because, or as a candidate to run for...
Or a chief, as a chief.
Or as a chief.
Like to be Prime Minister,
To be Prime Minister, because why? The Uganda still try and help the people, but the nigga, like Rowdy, he only mind is to help the fucking slave master.
That's right.
They don't all of them just think.
God.
They help the slave master.
Can't. Because what do us do every time? If the UNC go inside and they clean the treasury, what the PNM will come back in office? What them go do? They try to balance the book, get back things looking a certain way, and then them go on.
They set them up to be against their own people. Yeah, you see, together, united, they could stand, but divided, they will fall. Right? The same thing that the Most High spiritually to Esau. I think I'm divided by Esau. Dr. Keith Rowley, he has a doctorate. Right? The word doctor goes back to what? Falsified. Right? What you know is that you think of the Big Bang Theory. Right? They always used to make fun of the physicists because the physicists didn't have a doctorate. Right? But the others, they were teachers. Right? Sheldon the faggot and next one, Leonard. Right? They was teachers, but the physicists was
Foolishness of the Most High is wiser than the wisdom of men. Because them degrees ain't gonna save you fucking assholes in the time to come here.
That's right.
Yeah, when the scripture says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the savability at that time. It's only wisdom and knowledge of geology, fucking Aesop, pineal law, pineal law, the lion law, right? It's not the wisdom and knowledge of that wickedness. It's of the Most High, it's righteousness, right? It's righteousness going to stand, right? You still going to serve the Lord Most High, right? When all hell break loose, when I have no electricity, that proud ass bitch ain't gonna be scoffing, when you go skin up she face, right? When you have no electricity, we go still serve the Lord, right? We still gonna keep the Sabbaths, right? When we are pilgrim in the land, right? We still gonna look up for what salvation, but you're gonna look up and see the chariots and shit yourself, right? Because he sort of program you to believe, right? Coming back to redeem his elect, right? I can find it anyway, Lynch.
Yeah, I have it, yeah.
What?
Yeah, these are...
Because he saw this, right? Yeah, hey, somebody give me real quick second there, Psalms. Sirach chapter 2 verse 15, real quick. Sirach chapter 2 verse 15.
15?
Yeah. Sirach chapter 2 verse 15.
This is Sirach chapter 2 verse 15.
God.
It says, they that fear Yahweh.
They that fear Yahweh, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom.
That's right.
Right? They that fear Yahweh, they're wise. Go ahead.
Will not disobey his word.
They will not disobey his word. What you tell Peter? Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Feed my sheep. Peter, do you love me? Feed my lamb. Right? What's going on in planet Earth right now? Right? You had a so-called blood moon last night. Right? There's a sign from the heavens. The scripture says that in Revelation. Sorry.
That's right, that's right.
Joel and
In Joel, Luke. In Matthew, in Luke.
And Acts.
Right? And Acts. It said all through the scriptures. Right? You do a little history. When Christopher Columbus was not Christopher Columbus, Salakia. I have so much things in my head again, everything go. Yeah, but you go back to hey, if you take it for example the movie Apocalypto, right? When the natives was going off doing idol worship and what? Human sacrifices. What happened? Well, where see happen? What you saw happen? You saw they had an eclipse. Right?
God.
Anybody can bring one either Matthew or Luke one real quick, Joel so bring one of the prophecies on it.
God.
Right? Because you see wisdom of the Most High is the salvation.
That's right.
Right? We know what's going on. We out here telling the people what's going on.
That's right.
But if you say, listen, you damn gooks, you're going to be going to slavery.
That's right.
Right? You East Indians, Elamites, you're going into slavery. Right? You see, we have no fear because what? The battle already won.
That's right.
It's just like Joshua and the wall of Jericho. Right? You know, they have us as what? Being blasphemed and what? Demonized on CNN, upon Huffington Post and these other news outlets today. They're making us famous now, they're making it how about Shimmy or Shire now.
That's right.
To him be the glory.
That's right.
Because we out here as his herald, as his men. Right? And the prophecies coming to pass, bring it out in whatever concerning the moon.
Joel.
Joel 2 verse 30 it says, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come.
Right, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. That's a solar eclipse and a lunar blood moon eclipse. It's written in the scriptures. So how the scriptures is false? How the Bible is false? It's the only truth on the planet.
That's right.
That's right. Understand? The so-called white man use that to enslave people. Hey, so how they use it to change the fucking moon and the sun to eclipse? You understand how they do that? Well, they giving the white man too much power.
Hey, you're not going and say
Well, they giving them too much props. They are not God. They are not a power.
That's right.
They were set up. Somebody can bring that out too. The Most High set up kings and he take them down.
Yeah.
And we in the midst of them being taken down. That's what it means. It's a sign from the Most High. That the so-called white man, the man that ruled the planet, whose the planet was given in his rulership to take care of, he has destroyed it.
That's right.
He has corrupted it. Right? You have homosexuals up and down this place. You have faggots, you have lesbians. Right? You have pedophiles. People who are into bestiality. Your government condones that. You think the Most High for that? The Most High against your government. You don't even know what the word government means? Government means to rule. You bring it out, bring it out, bring it out. Bring it out. Government means to rule. Men goes back to mente, which is your mind. Right? And as long as you all sit juice underneath the government, guess what? They're going to have you all taking that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
We just a news article with Saucy Wow singer.
A soca singer, a local artist.
Soca artist.
Right?
They say she was basically discriminating against homosexuals.
She was discriminating against homosexuals. Right? But guess what? She get demonized. She in hot water. Why she in hot water? She being righteous. Right? To stand up against it is being righteous. The scripture says, woe unto you that call evil good and good evil.
That's right.
Homosexuality is evil. LGBTQ is evil. The whole acronym. Demonizing the rainbow, which is the covenant with God and the nation of Israel. That he's not going to destroy the earth by water again. That is evil.
That's right.
Right? Whoa, hey. Somebody else had a next scripture on the moon? Or any other precept?
Or look at Luke 21 and 25.
You understand? We the time of this devil coming down.
That's right.
The one that cast the covering over the nations. What's that covering? The lies. Scripture said they had ruled by lies. And deceit.
Was a lie from the beginning.
Right? Even before he born, we was fighting them in the womb. And now we spiritually fighting them with the words of the Most High.
That's right.
The words of the Most High being prevalent on the land.
That's right.
Alright? Now these devils are about to come down on us because what? We speaking the truth.
That's
What
right.
the scripture says, I become the enemy because we speak. What? I tell you the truth.
I don't become your enemy because I tell you the truth.
Yeah, you can bring the precepts out. You know? Because, hey, wisdom and knowledge, truth is our salvation. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is our salvation.
That's right.
Not the police, not the army, not the coast guard, not the government, the Most High.
That's right.
Because the powers that be, they're causing the distress in the land. They're causing the oppression, the slavery, having to go to the plantation every day to work hard for little pay. The scripture says we earn wages to put in bags with holes. Right? And that's the oppression that you feel. Right? Hey, there's a song that says what? Who feels it knows it.
That's
the
right.
Israelites know it.
That's right.
And that's how we know we are the Israelites, because we underneath the curses. Right? We underneath that yoke. The scripture said he's going to make it like what? Iron. The heavens above like iron, like heavy bands. Right? We are under our oppression. Bring a precepts out.
So I want it. This is Amos chapter 5 verse 10 and 11. It says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Yeah, they hate him that rebuke at the gate. You see them brothers out there, right, in Washington? They're rebuking at the gate. Right? Them Edomite kids stood up. Right? And they said to come at it. But hey, you know what? I watched that and I saw spiritually. Through the spirit, you know what I saw? I saw, hey, because, hey, somebody go to Genesis 49, where it speaks about Judah. Just go ahead and finish up there, man.
And they abhor him that speaketh upright.
Yeah, they hate him that speak it uprightly. We are the ones that speak it uprightly in the gate, in the city. Homosexuality is wrong. LGBTQ is wrong.
That's right.
Pedophilia is wrong. Blood sacrifice is wrong. Abortion is wrong. Feminism is wrong. Being a liberal is wrong. It's against the Most High. Believing in the government is against the Most High. We have one God and one power, and his name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right, that's right.
Acts 5 verse 28, it says, saying that did not we straightly command you that you should not teach in this name? And behold, you have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine and intent to bring this man's blood upon us.
Yeah, because the scribes and Pharisees didn't want the disciples of what to preach in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the apostles at this time, but Yahushai had already ascended, right? And they were testifying of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They didn't want them to preach. They imprisoned them. Go ahead.
God also condemning the homosexuality and the adultery and idol worship.
God, that's what they was doing. The prophets stand up in judgment. They didn't condone and they didn't say walk hand in hand with the powers that be. The powers that be, which were the wicked Israelites, the scribes and Pharisees, the high priests. What it was about? It was about the benefits that the Romans was giving them. That's what TD Jake's about. That's what GOCC about. That's what HOI, IUIC, all those who have a 501c3 charter. That's what they're about, the benefits. Right? Tax exemption. Right? You're living it up. What? Having a cake and eating it too. That's what you're doing. Best of both worlds. Go ahead.
Verse 29, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men.
Yeah, continue to read, they were scourged, right? They were scourged. Right? We ought to obey Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai rather than men. Right? So we're going to stand up here and preach. Right? We're going to stand up in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1 when you finish. Go ahead.
Verse 40, it said, and to him they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them.
They called the apostles and they beaten them. The scripture says in the last days, the prophets of the Most High, they're going to be put into jail for about 10 days. Some of them are going to be put to death. They're going to be martyrs for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right, that's right.
You see the Christian, you can see a Christian can be a martyr for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You can see a Baptist being a martyr for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Hey, they ain't going to even be a martyr for fucking Jesus.
God. Right? They're going to chant, walk and talk peace, peace, peace and love. Right? But then they're going to study their families. Right? They're going to study their children. But we here, fuck this world, because we understand. Right. We understand that death before the sun. We understand, right? That we don't live once. We don't only live once. That we just go back to the spirit world and we come back. We understand that the dead in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai rise first.
That's right.
They're going to come back on the chariots first to receive their brethren. Right? To the power, to the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and to take the kingdom down. Go ahead.
And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushai.
Yeah, they commanded them that they shouldn't speak in the name. And they said, we know what Esau is doing. Right? We know what Esau is doing. Esau is building that case. We saw a couple months back, just before the so-called Christmas, December there. Right? The first case of the black Hebrew Israelite. The black Hebrew Israelite extremists, we saw it, right? They're building that case, right? No, it's putting us on mainstream. How much years we was out there? 2007, the apostles and them on the internet. Before that, right, they had IUIC, the apostles testified, right? Before that, they had other groups. But when we were out there, the word spread. Right? IUIC had to come and physically take planes to come and set up the churches in these different countries.
So I don't know if they put it in the group, the one with HODC, and they fought with some police.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they get into a fight. Alright, but like they didn't show the fight, but that was the headline. Which Hebrew Israelites got into fight with police.
Right. But they demonizing us and calling us black. Because what? The owners, the rulers, the ones who are in control are the Jews. They're the ones that control the so-called Jewish Amalekites. These rat bastards. Right? The so-called white man. They're the ones that control programming. You see, the television is a whole propaganda machine. We used to work on the minds of the Europeans, the 2/3 of the week. Right? The ones that are too lazy to look shit up. The Bible says what? Blessed is he that read it. Right? And it tells you which book to read. None shall want his mate, which is the Bible. This is the only truth. Everything else what you believe in is what? A broken system. There's no end. There's no peace. Right? There's just continual oppression. Right? So guess what? There's a fucking Kemite. There's a black conscious. So wait to for people. All your Kemites and black conscious, so-called black conscious people, you're all about your own damn selves. Fill in your own pockets. Shaka Amos, polite, right? And the list goes on. You'll for your own damn selves. Go ahead, Axel here.
This is Micah chapter 6, starting at verse 9. It says, Yahweh voice cried out unto the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name.
The man of wisdom shall see thy name. You see the name of Yahweh Shai here. He's an austere man. He's a man of righteousness and judgment. You see it here because it's a spiritual thing, right? Again, going back to it, somebody have a definition?
No.
So like, go ahead.
It says, hear ye the rod, and who had appointed it?
Hear ye the rod, and who had appointed it? Go ahead.
And there are there yet the measure of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable? Shall I count them pure with the wicked balance, and with the bag of deceitful weights?
Yeah, they're not pure, right? Rape, rob, murder, extortion, traffic of the Israelite slaves. They're not pure. They call themselves white, but they're not pure. They're all wicked. They take up our land. They take up our customs. They take up our food, our heritage.
And then they want to build a case against us?
And they want to build a case against us. You understand? Yahweh Shemel Shai going to destroy them onto the face of the earth. The Most High said what he's not going to leave them no branch nor root. After which, hey, a great majority of your Edomites going to be put to death by the missiles and by them chariots, by the race wars. Race wars coming.
That's right.
Race wars coming. Spiritually, what happened out there in Washington was a yappa thing. It was beautiful. Right? Somebody give me the Genesis, Baba Kusha.
This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 12.
God.
It says, his eye shall... This is Genesis 49, starting at verse 8. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Yeah, Judah is he who the brethren shall praise, because what? Reuben was really the first son, right? But he slept with what? His father's concubine. So what? The blessing went on to who? Judah, right? Because that's how the Most High wanted it. Right, like you're stupid Muslims, what you all say? You all say that Ishmael is the first son, so he is the promised son. No, the seed of this promise was who? Was Isaac, right? Ishmael was a carnal seed. That's why he has his carnal blessing on this side. Right? When Abraham sent off Hagar and Ishmael, he received his blessing. Right? Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 22 and verse 2. It says, and he said, take now thy son,
go ahead.
thy only son.
Go ahead.
Because Ishmael is the first.
Ishmael
but
is the first.
He discard Ishmael. He says, take now thy son, thy only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah.
Yeah, because, hey, you know why he loved that son? Because that was the promised seed. That was Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai came and said, I will come through your loins. Right? He said, I will come through your loins. I will come unto you during the time of life. Right? So he knew that was Yahweh Shai. That was who Isaac was. Right? Ishmael was not the promised seed. That's why these women always going off. Right? These women going off is, hey, it's Sarah who came. The mother-in-law said what, to be a benevolent. She said, hey, go on to my handmaid so I make her see, because she didn't have patience. She didn't have patience. Alright? But Abraham had faith. Right? Faith belongs to what? The men of the Lord.
Gone.
Right? Go ahead. Back to Genesis 49.
It says, Judah, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Right, they shall praise. And guess what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Though thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemy.
Right, Judah, that is the head tribe, and they are close in Babylon. They're directly in Babylon. Right? They are the hand of the enemies. They are the ones that hey, when you read about the slave trade, you read more. When you read about slavery, you read more about Judah. Right? The head tribe across there. Yes, we have history of down here in the islands. Right? I think Jamaica predominantly, because and Haiti. Right, because in Haiti they rebel. That's why they said that they leave the Haitians to suffer as they're suffering now. Because the Haitians, which were the Levites, they put them to death. right? They put them to death. They chase the friends to hell out of there, right? Go ahead. But Judah, they're neck in the hands of the enemy, which is Esau out there in Babylon. Go ahead.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
God, their hand shall be in the neck of the enemies. At the neck of the enemies. Esau right there. Remember the scripture said that what? We're gonna be like a lion in the midst of lamb, in the midst of sheep. Right? Esau, you're gonna get teared up. Check how them spirits stirring up. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're gonna stir them up. Go ahead.
It says, Judah is a lion's whelp.
It's a lion's whelp. Go ahead. A lion is a fierce predator. Judah is a predator. You remember Mandingo slaves? You always saw the slaves fighting the Mandingos, the big strong ones. Right? Some of them is Judah. Right? Go ahead.
It says, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped.
He stooped.
He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, as a old lion.
Right, as an old lion. What? So anything get past my old lion, right? Because the old lion, that spirit kind of going down, it dim, right? But a young lion, it fierce, it pounces on anything. So what? for so long, as Judah been what? Coached down, being sedated, right? You had men like what? Al Sharpton, bitch ass Jesse Jackson, right? They was keeping them sedated. Malcolm X, keeping them sedated. But go ahead, read it over again, our last part there. Go ahead.
It says, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rouse him up? Yahweh Shem Yahushai gonna rouse him up.
That's right.
And through the spirit, that's what I saw. Judah being roused up, right?
Folk on Isaiah, how about Sham Yahushai Brakata?
Continue with this.
Shut down.
It's shut down.
Yeah, because it's suffering.
Yeah.
It's suffering.
When Judah is to see that they anything, them gonna start to make fucking riot.
Yeah, the Most High rousing them up, but the Most High just, it's not like just a magic switch that the Most High just flick a switch and everybody just roused up. He's making the oppression more and more. So guess what? Yeah, what they say, a hungry man is an angry man.
Done.
Right? He's making the oppression more and more. Right? Somebody else give me the Wisdom of Solomon chapter what? Chapter 5 verse 1. Baba Koshra. Because it was a yapper thing to watch. It was really yapper. Hey, the scripture said what we just read, who shall rouse him up? Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall rouse him up.
Done.
Right? Because what? That Reubenite or that Gadite that was beating that drum, that stood up in front of the face of the young Edomite. He didn't know that the Most High Spirit was on him. The Most High Spirit was on him. What Reuben mean? What God means, Salakia? What God mean? The troop. God means troop. And he was there with the troop. Right? And the defense of who? Judah. And the scripture said he's going to bring Ephraim and these tribes together. Put them all in one stick. We have them all in one stick. We're bringing precepts out. Go ahead. Bring Wisdom of Solomon.
Alright, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 1.
Go ahead.
It says, set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough. No. That one?
No. Then the righteous are
Select, like I am. Select, yeah, my select. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Who was standing in great boldness? Because when you watch the video, when you watch the full video, you break down now the brother from Dallas did, and you get a full clip from Huffington Post. They said what? The Reubenite or the Gadite said what? I believe he's a Gadite through the spirit. He said what? Them black Hebrew Israelites, they wasn't moving, they were standing the ground. They were standing the ground. Right? And the spirit had the Gadite walk up on the drum. Beating the drum and he keep on walking up on them. And he said as he was walking up on them, they was back and back. They was back and back. Until that one rebellious Edomite child. Scripture says if the children be multiplied for what? For the sword. Yahweh Shem Yahushai going to destroy you, Esau.
That's right.
It says, then shall the righteous man stand in boldness.
Then shall the righteous man, who's righteous? Judah, the so-called black Hebrew Israelites, the Israelites that was there, condemning you all to your face, right? Gadites, the troop that was there, that going to overcome eventually in the end, right? The troop that was defending his brother, They were the righteous men. Go ahead.
Before thy face,
in front of your face, Esau, and that's it. We shining that light. We shining that light, and we put in that mirror in the spirit and power. Your how about Shimmy shine? You don't like what you see. We re-exposing your wickedness. Go ahead,
a good piece of backup is Zachariah when he said he's going to set Judah against the son of Greece. That was what we see right there. There was Israel right there against Esau. There's the battle right there, see right there? It's Esau against Jake. You understand? That's exactly what happened. See Esau rousing up, you know, because Esau proud. Most I put the spirit on them.
Yeah, we wise to wickedness Esau, trying to build a case against us.
I think it's Zachariah said, oh son, Judah, you can put Judah and Ephraim together. No, Judah gonna be the, I think Judah gonna be the bone, Ephraim gonna be the arrow. I think it's Zachariah, wrong name somewhere.
A piece up on the command board there for me, brother. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue, a man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the. Yeah.
So
fall of his enemy.
Fall of his enemy, yeah, can't. Right, because Esau going down. Right? This is you get you?
Yeah, it's a 10. It's a 9 and 10.
9 and 10?
Yeah.
Zechariah 9. So Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. It says, rejoice greatly, O daughters of Zion, shut, O daughters of Jerusalem, behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation lowly, and riding upon an ass, upon a cloth of foal of an ass, and I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim and the horses.
Salaki, it's not that. It's verse 13, Salaki's.
Verse 13?
Yeah, up to 13, yeah, Salaki.
Zechariah 9 and 13, it says, when I have bent Judah for me, fill the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons.
Right, the Most High rising up the son against his sons. Against who? Esau. Right? Against the heathen or enemies. Because there's going to be race wars.
This we see right there with the whole scene. Them Edomites taking out the jersey and getting our pump up.
Hey, that was the guy was saying that was the guy was saying that was a school child. That was a mockery. That was a mockery of the natives. Right? You see that Indian thing? They was doing that Indian shit. That chopping hand thing. They was making a mockery of the natives. Right? Also, if it was the guy who took off his shirt or who shipped down to his drawers. Yeah. Right? He was behaving like a monkey. So in other words, hey, because they said, in the guy's statement, he said we didn't call him anything, we didn't make any racial slurs, or we nor did we mention anything concerning the wall. But guess what? We wiser than you, right? We see your actions that he was making the sign, there was the chant, and then he was behaving like a monkey, right? They call us what? They had a footballer, them brothers who into football, they had a footballer, they used to make that racial slur against him, call him a monkey. Who? Bagatelli. The Balotelli. Right? They call us black monkeys. That's what the movie what the Planet of the Apes is about. Planet of the Apes, they call us the monkeys. Right? We the monkeys, they call us the apes. Right? No, but we the righteous, we are the Israelites, the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
Right? And you're gonna know that by force. By force. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by the sea, right? You think it's righteous? You think it's righteous that the sister be what oppressed because what? They call her homophobic. She not homophobic, she righteous, and you all are unrighteous. To be against a lesbian or a gay is what? Righteous. You talk about hey, Buju Banton make allegedly made in jail for what? 8 years for cocaine or drug trafficking. And as he come out, what the homophobic community on him again, the homosexual community on him again, right? They want an apology. He didn't make jail for singing a song how much different years. He made jail for drugs. And as soon as he come out, they want to oppress him for what? For what? For Boom Bye Bye. Boom Bye Bye was like a righteous song throughout all of Israel. Throughout all of Israel. You know what? You should have stopped your ears, you faggot. Well, they should have stopped all the ears if only being offended. Right? Because he did nothing wrong.
Probably had some of them was singing it and then.
That's exactly what went on. They were singing it. That was the report. The homophobe community, they used to be singing they're playing and they love black people thing. And they get into it and then somebody slow it down and let them hear exactly what he said. Boom, bye bye in a batty boy head. Rude boy in a poor no batty man, them are feet dead. And that is truth. And that is the truth and that is the fact. But now, underneath Esau Kingdom, we can't do that. But Yahweh that's why it's judgment, it's called Judgment Day. Everybody going to be judged. The Lord said in Galatians 6:7. That's what my man saw, it's socially reap. Behold, I come quickly and my reward is with thee. Right? Whatever so to give out to every man that he had done. You understand? 1 John chapter 3 talk about the righteous. I'm not I'll go and get it. Somebody have a precept in the meantime?
Yeah, scripture say. Well, scripture say the body wasn't given for fornication either. You understand? So your body doesn't belong to you. The most I say if you
bought with a price, I have it in 1 Corinthians chapter.
No, if you take a body, you would destroy it. You would destroy it.
1 Corinthians chapter 3.
Yeah, done.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High? I'm going to read 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own.
Done.
It says, for ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify Yahweh in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahweh's.
Yeah.
After 16. No, you want to quote I just read? That was 6 and 10. That was 6 and 10.
I think it's
Now I know we're talking about, we said the body was meat for the belly.
Meat for the belly.
Oh, that was the first one. That was the first one. But I yeah.
No, that is verse 13.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 6 and 13. Meat is for the belly, and the belly for meat. But God shall destroy both in it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for what? For the Lord.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you said the Most High, you understand? The Most High, the Most High work. The scripture say, don't follow a multitude to do evil. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to basically seduce. You see scripture, when Proverbs say the righteous is not excellent neighbor, but the ways that they can seduce them.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. It says, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh, power of hosts, shall be with you, as ye have spoken.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so the scripture says seek. It says seek good and not evil. You know?
I won't be seeking. Why you niggas out here starting to buy carnival costumes and all these foreigners that come in here and tell them book hotel accommodation and this kind of thing, and in realizing the state that this country and country that they are coming from in, which is basically a crisis.
Done.
You know, almost on the brink of collapse. America,
That's right.
but it's stating if the shutdown continue for a few more weeks, it could basically cause chaos because people can start to riot for food. Because you need food.
Everyone at the way saying that I watched the news earlier on this morning and they're saying that over 200 people was looking for work, was feeling the blunt of the shutdown. And they say that lawyers sign up to get bus driver work. To work as bus drivers.
Good, that's your part.
You understand?
Your part.
You know what I'm doing? That humbling fucking assholes that make that, you know, that believe that you have this degree, you know, you're up there. Yeah. But guess what? When it are famine and when it are shortage of works, like the scripture say, there shall be no work in Egypt. You people gonna wanna clean the road for a little small money just to eat. You know, just to survive.
So go ahead. I just wanted to say the most I see not going to justify the wicked.
Can't.
No?
Says,
That's right.
it says, verse 15 again, right? It says, hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gates.
Yeah, hate the evil and love the good. Go ahead, go ahead.
It says, it may be that Yahweh power of hosts with all your
No, let me go ahead.
it may be that Yahweh power of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
Yeah, the scripture say hate the evil and love the good. What is the good? The commandments are the most high. Yahweh say if you love me, hey, keep my commandments. And where your commandments coming from your father. So if you're hating the evil, you have to rebuke the evil, you have to reprove all the workers are wickedness. So that means you ain't gonna come out and see a homosexual and say, leave it now, you know everybody equal. No. First of all, the scripture never said everybody are equal, and secondly, a homosexual not supposed to be allowed to live. He's supposed to be put to death according to this Bible. For all that say believe in the scripture, that's what the scriptures say. Homosexuals must be put to death.
Yeah, why
That's right, that's right.
Let's cut in. Check it out, please. This Isaiah chapter 1, verse 17. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Come now and let us reason together, say the Lord. Right? Though your sins be as scarlet, red like crimson, they shall be as wool.
Yeah, that's about right. That's what the righteous supposed to be doing. That's what the government supposed to be doing. Right? Helping all the widows. Right? Fatherless. That's what the government supposed to be doing, but they're bringing them down. You understand?
And that precept there for Martin.
Add something quick to me, say.
It's like through the spirit, right? Through the spirit, we just not too long when it was in Purim, right? No, it was in Purim. Not Purim, Salak, I was watching a video. I was watching a video from my brother, but I was talking about he went into what? When Heliodorus get fucked up by the angels, right? But what Heliodorus was trying to do, he was trying to take from the treasury the money that was supposed to deal with the widows and the poor. Remember that what Heliodorus in Maccabees. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to come and take the money to carry back to the king, right? But the angel of the Lord, I think it was 3 angels, came down, all in gold, right? And fuck him up. They beat him until his life. And the high priest made an atonement, and the angels come back and say, you see, because of the high priest, or nice I think it was, he spared life. They didn't kill him. You understand? And that's basically what you're doing, right? Because they shut down the section here, but it's all good because judgment. The snap is what the food assistance, right? It's all good because there's the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai. You understand? Because
no, what's talking about the fatherless is the Israelites.
They are the fatherless.
Well, hey, because we have Yahweh Shai now, Yahweh Shem Shai.
Not the elect, the tutors.
These jakes in America in fatherless, the so-called white man, make them leave the man. You know, so that they can depend on the government.
Yeah, what the proud bitch say? What she said? She said, I love my baby daddy, the US government.
Yeah, it's the best baby daddy she have had. Now the so-called man will make you depend on him. Now when he turn you back on you, wicked woman now, you're gonna be left for dead.
It's Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32 verse 8. But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Hey, and that That would have SNAP benefits, go back to WIC program, go back to all this, the Section 8 housing programs, go back to. That is the benefits, that is the vintage, the gathering feeling. Because you're no longer going to go and sit down and talk shit against your husband. You don't leave him. Have about 5, 6 different kids with different fathers and then sit back and rely on the government to feed you. They are the guy ass up and go and work.
That was it. They say want you to put trust in man. Because that man just set you up. Because this whole thing was to go after the parables of Balak and Balaam. Right? Which was what make them an abomination in the sight of Yahweh Shai. Right? And the Most High wouldn't deal with them. So the Most High make your woman an abomination. Right? Let's finish this off, right? It says, many days and years he shall be troubled, the careless woman, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It says, tremble, ye woman, that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vine. Yeah, you're lamenting for that food. You're lamenting for them government assistance programs. You're lamenting for what? You subsidize housing. You're lamenting for all these things. Just one second, right?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Thus saith Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, cursed be the man that trusted in man.
Cursed be the man that trusted in man. Right? Don't trust in man. The government is the man that we're speaking about here. Esau. Go ahead.
And maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord.
And making flesh his arm, that goes back to what his strength, and who departed from the Lord, which is Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, only true power on planet earth. Right? The Lord said, if we had kept his commandment, blessed would have been our fields, blessed would have been our storehouse, blessed would have been our basket. Right? What Esau is giving us is not even blessed, it's GMO, it's poison. Right? Philosophy and fucking physical food. Right? Go ahead.
On to verse 7, it says, blessed is the man that trusted in the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai.
Blessed is the man that trusted in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. How you trusted him, you believe in him, and you keep his commandments, you keep his ways. Right? Go ahead.
And whose hope the Lord is.
And whose hope the Lord is. Right? When they say the Lord pray, many of you say the Lord pray, but the Lord said, the Lord pray said what? Give us this day our daily bread. Right? What the Lord also said, man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 1 and verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die.
You shall not surely die. Go ahead.
For the Most High doeth know.
If you believe in Esau, right, and the government and the assistance program, you would not surely die. A couple of years ago, in the last government that we had, the UNC, on the Elamites wanted to pass a social welfare card, electronic social security card. It's like a monitoring card there, right? When they feeding it through that card, they also said that they wanted to pass the RFID chip to chip in children. You have something to say?
You shall not surely die. And basically what Esau telling them right now, hey, take the microchip. You shall not surely die.
Trump said, no, he ain't gonna die.
He ain't gonna die.
All get liberty, not liberty, you'll get grace. Ask your landlord for grace, ask your boss for grace, ask your doctors for grace.
But the men of the Lord know they will surely fucking die.
They will die. You understand? Because all the people that you say to ask for grace, they ain't given no grace. No grace. Right? Go ahead.
Let me see the mic.
It says,
Let me see the mic. Landlord is Edomite. Farm sister is Edomite. Company is Edomite.
verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat.
Right, she took of the fruit thereof. The government assisted program. Fuck away with your man. Fuck real men. Throw away babies. Right? When you throw away babies, you get the fetuses, and we do our medicine, our drugs, our blood sacrifice. That's what we're going to do. Our drinks. right? We're going to do the blood sacrifice with your aborted fetuses. You're going to create an abomination. The Most High not going to deal with you. You're going to take away men, right? You're going to feminize the children, the men, the boy child, right? You're going to destroy them. You're going to empower your woman, right? And we're going to feed you. We're going to clothe you, right? And we're going to give you subsidized houses. That's what you do. You shall surely live. So you buy hook, line and sinker oppression. Go ahead. That's why the scripture says, men trust men going to bring forth monsters. Because everybody that they bring forth now, have you seen that come forth out of that bear out of your womb? They believe in their mummies and their grannies and their big mamas. But all the others are all witches. Right? The sorcery is what have the men today in the state that they is. Because you're refusing to sit in the words I have about Shemina and Shampoo, they're trusting them. All you're talking about the Lord working with me. If it wasn't for the Lord, I reached this way. The Most I was bringing out the ignorance in the past time. But now the prophets of the Lord are out here. Right? Now the Most I fed up his shit. And that's what you're seeing.
Most I say what menstruous, right? They mean the mind defiled. So when somebody a woman she menstruation she unclean. So the Most I say menstruous mean the mind. These are the mind defiled. They're not right. They're not right.
It says she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
That is what? Doctrine. We can prove that. Doctrine and then what it did. Right? We'll prove that real quick. This is Hosea chapter 10 verse 13. He have plowed wickedness, he have reaped iniquity, he have eaten the fruit of lies. That's what he better not read. She took what? Read it again.
It says she took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
The fruit wasn't no apple, it wasn't no pear, it wasn't no squash or no cantaloupe. It was lies.
That's right.
And they shall live if they follow after the doctrine of the so-called white man.
It's feminist movement.
Can't. Being liberal. Being feminist. Woman liberation. It says, he have plowed wickedness. He have reaped iniquity. He have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in the way of the multitude of the mighty men. Therefore shall a tumult arise among thy people, and all thy fortresses shall be spoiled. As shall man spoil Beth Arabel in the day of the battle. The mother was dashed in pieces upon her what? Children. Go ahead. Finish off yours and then we will talk about that.
It says she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Yeah, and he did eat. He did believe in the philosophies of wickedness.
What up? I should. I need Negro man. I am Negro man who the training up from young. Cause he saw take the male figure out of the house.
As them baby boys.
You know, and let the woman raise the arm. Also, it happens in the Willie Lynch letter. You know, to let the woman bring up the son and basically to teach them what so-called man taught them.
Sedate the sons and empower the women.
Yeah, can.
Right?
Joe 14 and 1.
A form of programming.
So from small they go to school. We can have female teacher in kindergarten.
Conditioning.
After you come out and they know you might go in a primary school. The principal is a female, the teacher is a female again.
Most teachers is female.
And they're coming up, so you understand?
So you understand why these niggas in the state they in? They're being conditioning. Your own demonic mother sell you out. She give you over to the devil.
Job chapter 14 verse 1. Man that is born of a woman is of a few days.
Man that is raised by a woman. They go to the word born. Me, a man that's raised up by a woman, was brought up by a woman, is of a few days.
Is of a few days, right? And full of trouble.
Full of trouble. Check the penitentiary. Yeah, check them. Yeah. Eve got a lot of blood in her hand. if you got a lot of blood in your hand, yeah, you help destroy your nation.
Hey, the beginning of sin.
Yeah.
Of the woman was the beginning of sin.
Yeah.
This is 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 2. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 14. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Done.
No? That black Eve. I say black because she dark. She not full of light. She void of understanding. Scripture says unto her was not given wisdom, neither was she given imparted understanding. But
This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
Egypt is who? Egypt goes back to the house of bondage. Right? And who in charge of Egypt? Esau. Right? Because Egypt represents ultimately Babylon, which is America on the planet Earth. Right? But like Trinidad, Barbados, right? Would be provinces of Egypt. Right? The philosophy is the same. That's why the brother bought it out on the newspapers. What's it there? Foro over Denise Belfon's homophobic dubplate. Saucy in hot water. Right? A dubplate is like you do a freestyle on a rhythm or a beat or a version. Right? But in a diss mode, like in a diss mode in a battle.
What was she defense to? She was saying that like it was a clash between she and somebody else now. And she was relating that to the person.
Yeah. Right?
But they tape it and bring it to like this, you know?
Yeah. But guess what? They have no right. They have no rights. Homos don't have no rights. Homosexual, LGBTQ, all these abominable people have no rights.
That's right, that's right.
Right? They have no rights.
You can see which moral stand now, because she might tell you if you want to continue your record deal and you want to continue making money, now come and apologize so we can see which moral stand now.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 23 verse 17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
And that's the law. Deuteronomy means the second book of the law. Right? That's the law. There should be no whores of the daughters of Israel, or no sodomites which are homosexual, a man that takes a prick up his ass out of the sons of Israel. Leave that for these heathens. They don't know better. Right? Them is unclean spirits. The most I say when they see a sodomite, put him to death so that what? These things would not go on in the land of Israel.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture said, knowing the terror of the Most High, we persuade men. When they put a man to death for being a sodomite, guess what? The rest of the nation don't want to be that. They will rebuke them spirits, they will rebuke them thoughts. You understand? This is
now prevent the Most High from punishing all of us too.
because the Most High does judge the whole nation. That's like how the Most High going to judge the whole of Esau. No one man out of Esau going to get judged. It's not going to be that the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, the Hamas families, or the elites on the left hand side going to get judged. It's going to be the whole nation. Right? So that's why them Edomites are fight battles and wars. Them veterans are not being taken care of. It's a shame because you're twice-time losers. You all sign up to go and die. You didn't die, you come back and what? They give you a fucking piece of metal to pin on your shirt. And you're still going along in pride that you fight for your country. Your country don't give a shit about you because you know how much of them veterans that die in the winter?
Yeah.
You know how much of them veterans that be on the street homeless and dying in the winter? Right? Not being taken care of. It's winter now. The scriptures say pray that your flight be done in the winter. Right? It's winter now. They talk about these women. Right? Hey, it's not going to heat up until what? After what? April. Right? And guess what? You have the government shut down. You have no money to pay for heat. The electric company, they're not going to spare you. The phone company, they're not going to spare you. The light company, they're not going to spare you. Right? Your president leading you down to what? Down to death. All in the name of Yahweh Shimei Oshai. Go ahead.
Hey, now is the right time for them people to get evicted. We basically pour out of the house and go out in the fucking cold. Where we've been preaching all along. Or the apostles and the elders in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, an experience of us speaking out in the cold.
Yeah.
And how to be speaking the same thing over and over, the right thing over and over to you, dumb niggas, and you ain't waking up.
Yeah.
You should go out in the cold and experience that winter.
Yeah.
And nothing to eat also. If we see all the talks and all the pride you all have, if we see how we can work out because the same men you're going to be looking to lodge by. Same men who spoke against.
We all going to bring, hey, the scripture just say every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. Yeah, how about Shimmy or Shai?
That's right.
You understand? In Matthew 24 and verse 19. And verse 19 and 20. It says, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that get sucked in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Right? So, hey, you had a parable like, hey, these old people say, boy, since I small, you know, since I small, the Lord coming back. We hear the Lord coming. Right? The others pull itself. Everything, these things has happened and everything will come back to normal. I had a proud bitch, she on record, she on video. Right? My brother have her, she on video where she say what? I ain't scared of this government shutdown. She proud. I ain't scared about this shutdown. It will pass. But guess what? Bring it out, huh? Bring it out.
It's Joel 1 verse 2, it says, hear this, old men and give ear, all the inhabitants of the land. Had this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers?
Had this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers, it had never been so. When you read 2 Ezra chapter 9, it says, the end is manifest. As all things have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest. This has never been. It has never been. What you're seeing is just what? The beginning of the icing on the cake. But it had layers of this cake. They have famine and pestilence. It have a series. And when you watch Netflix just keep on pushing these videos, these series. They have a series called Viral. Right? Where this disease, this virus, and they spit blood in your face, some fucking organism growing in your, you know? The biochemical warfare coming. Back in the last regime that was ruling this country, Jack Warner, when he was a Minister of National Security, I think it was, or either that or transport, he said, huh? He was both. But I can't remember which one. He held many offices. But at that time he said what? The nation, you all have to look out for biochemical warfare. Go ahead.
If I may say, right, about a year and a half ago, the UN joined with Canada, Navy and Army was doing a training, and the training, when the report was coming out, it had nothing to do with no gun, it had nothing to do with no bullets. There was training how to put on biochemical suits efficiently.
They call it hazmat suits.
Right.
So you have to put it on quick.
Right, and what are they doing that for? Because them know.
Let's hold it. Keep that stable. Right, so now your foot will be clear there.
Alright, cut. As I was saying, them know that part of this World War III are coming had to do with chemical warfare, diseases, pestilence. That's why they're calling for everybody to come and take vaccination.
Right. That vaccination is part of the biochemical warfare because he saw those things systematically. And they repeat the same thing. The same thing we were saying earlier on. They repeat the same thing when they was making McDonald's. They failed a few times. But when they did get the formula correct, they repeated and they multiplied themselves. No McDonald's, of course, before they planet Earth.
And since I live in too long, I probably never take a vaccine for all these fucking diseases that came in Trinidad, swine flu, Ebola, chikungunya, all these things. I never get it. And people who take any vaccines gain it. Which proven the vaccine in doing shit.
That's right.
Making you more susceptible or more vulnerable to the disease because of weakening your immune system.
And they programming in that they must vaccinate, but there's a woman again. The woman who eat the fruit of the lies or the doctrine of the devil. I mean, how stupid can you be? You open your eyes. The Most High created you in His image and His likeness. And you still have to come and take the white man vaccination. The vaccine. Exactly, and they live in. They say Ebola come from some monkey in the fucking forest. You understand?
This is 2 Peter.
Some homosexual monkeys.
Chapter 2, starting at verse 8. It says, for the righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Yeah, we vexed. The men of the Lord, we vexed. Right? Because we've been oppressed and our eyes are open. We're not asleep, we're not sedated. Carnival coming up, that's an abomination. Carni goes back to what? Flesh.
Yeah.
Val is the festival of the flesh. The Most High is against that. The scripture says to be carnally minded is death. To be spiritually minded is life. Where's the spirit?
Right. That's right.
How much of you all saw in the newspaper either yesterday or today? Right? The Venezuelan and the Colombians the Cubans come together and they protested. Right? They say they've been oppressed in Trinidad. Right? Because there's Jacob, there's Israel, there's Yashara. Well, there's not Yashara because there's not the Israel of Israel. Maybe they have some out of them, but they haven't been awoken as far as I know as yet. Because they're not out here with us. Right? But they've been oppressed in the land. Because what? These 2/3 here have these Elamites fucking the hell out of a woman. Right? These heathens, these Chinese, these Moabites. Right? They themselves, the scripture say what? You have 2/3 pimping. The scripture says it's against the law to prostitute your daughter. There should be no whore or no sodomite. You better just read it. Right? This is your people. The scripture says have a stranger staying at your house. You bow. A brother was watching a video with a brother bringing sorry, it was the apostle. He brought it out. When he saw in that movie, I think it's Lonesome Soul, yeah? With Mark Wahlberg. Right? When he went and his whole platoon get put to death, and he alone was there out there in Afghanistan, and he came into the village and the lone survivor, right? The Afghan family had to protect them even from their own people, because there's a law. It goes back to the Bible, right? Because remember them people out there, they keep the laws of the Torah too, right? It goes back to the Bible. And this stranger come in your house, especially fleeing persecution, you're supposed to protect them. Right? Now these Asher, these tribes, they come in here. They what? They're fleeing persecution. They are refugees. They're seeking refuge. But Judah, Benjamin, right? They're oppressing them. Yeah. They're making them slave labor. They take them. But I heard about a report of what? A Venezuelan family getting what? $300 a week or $300 a month. Sorry, but they provide them board, a place for them to stay, and a job. And they only pay them the $300 basically because they're working by the people that they staying by, right? And the $300 is just to buy the food. You know, there's oppression. That's below minimum wage. Right? On top of that, everybody just prostituting out all the daughters. I went to work one morning and a guy come and he was angry because when he was working, right? And a Venezuelan couple was passing in front of him. And he, you know, like he just looked up in that direction and he saw the woman in front of him. And the man was like, that's my wife. And he was like aggressive to her, saying that is his wife. But that's because why? He was offended at that. But that's why, because that's the situation that Jake make against their own brother. Right? Because everybody see a so-called Venezuelan, all they're thinking about is what? Sex and prostitution. You understand? But that's your sister. Go ahead. Somebody had a precept?
Yeah, I want to say this about because you see you Elamites. You understand? You see you Elamites who land on all women and taking advantage of them. And when Jake hold on your woman, you'll be balling. But we're gonna get y'all. We're gonna get y'all when this kingdom come down. Y'all oppressing them so-called Venezuelan, the so-called Cubans, the so-called Colombians. They are the children of the Most High. And you Eastern, you are gonna feel it too. And you retarded Moabite. The Chinese, you retarded Chinese, you are gonna feel it too.
All you hear them, the Syrians, all them Syrians, the Elamites are down here. All you have in your way. My man just the other day had a report about that big orgy party that is supposed to have an island off of Trinidad, really, and truly is off of Venezuela.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, all you're gonna feel it.
This is Psalm chapter 12, verse 3. It says, Yahweh shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue of this that speaketh proud things, who have said, with our tongue we will prevail, on our lips are our own, who is Yahweh over us.
Right, because you all don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? You talk about us. The scripture says what? That they're going to stand in great boldness against our enemies and conquer our life as madness. Right? What we say is madness. Right? The all proud talk is going to be what? It's going to be brought down.
Good.
The Most High is going to show you who, because the Most High is the almighty power. He's the one who has the power. He's going to put you all to shame. Go ahead.
It says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sight of the needy.
The poor is the holy nation of Israel. Right? Israel in need. They need what? They need of redemption. Actually, sorry, for a savior. Right? And the savior is Yahushua because he already redeemed us with his blood. Right? Go ahead.
It says, for the oppression of the poor and the sight of the needy, now I will arise, says Yahweh, and will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him.
Yeah, and that's Esau puffet at us. How the puffet government shut down. A great majority of those people who working in the government is Jake. They put Jake in the service industry because they spend long hours there. Right? So get the niggas that to do. That's why when you go to the DMV, which is like the Department of Motor Vehicle, that's our licensing office down here. When they go to the DMV, they show you all them times in them different comedy movies. They always have an angry black woman behind the counter. Because see, they're working fucking long hours. Right? Them government surface, you know them nurse. How much of them nurses have to work there? You know? In healthcare. And all these different places is Jake. Jake going through that. Right? But the Edomites getting the glory because the Edomites is the doctors, the Elamites is the doctors, the nurses. Sorry, the doctors, the pathologists and all these different things. The surgeons.
I'm going to read verse 8. Verse 8 says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
There's you Edomites. Is it vilest or the vilest?
Can't, I do it violent.
There's no more profane person than Esau.
Isaiah 32, I think it's Isaiah 32 when it said the vile portion shall not be liberal.
I read it earlier on. Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 27 and verse 13. This is the portion of man with the Most High, and the heritage of the oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword.
It is multiplied, it is for the sword. So you see, you still like you saw that video when Ida, my boy, stand up in front of God when he's beating the drum, and he's saying he wasn't making any funny face. You know, he just say if he smile, you know, he will see the situation basically. When the man was beating the drum, actually friend or Judah that was preaching. Yeah, you understand? Right? If he be multiplied, it's for the sword, because they were going to say, we wasn't the ones in slavery. We wasn't the one, sorry, who put your parents in slavery, your foreparents in slavery. It wasn't me. They always say, they play shaggy. It wasn't me. But the scripture says what? That the scripture talks about reincarnation. You come back, it's you and your foreparents. And guess what? If it wasn't you directly, your nation profited from it. Your nation liberal. Your nation free. We are the ones who are being oppressed. Go ahead, if the children be multiplied.
It is for the sword. Right? Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah, prepare slaughter. You're gonna be. Scripture says, get them double. Get them double. Every week, every day, every month. What? The so-called Edomite, the so-called white cops, what? Shooting down at Jake in the street. We even have Uncle Tom niggas that doing it to our own people. Because they believe in the system. They believe in Esau. In the Esau system. They believe that they have power. They go, they do some training for what? 6 months? And a gun? And you now become righteous. The most amount of corruption is amongst the police service.
That's right, that's right.
Government. Right? Because what? You're all in control.
They showed that in the article with the Venezuela about complaining about the policemen. The same women that think the policemen will protect them. The policemen charging them money so that they wouldn't call
immigration on them. There's extortion all over. There's extortion.
And the police service have If you read the scriptures, the motto, you will realize that the motto and
Protect and serve.
the police officers is bullshit to protect and serve with pride. The scriptures say the most high is just the pro. That means them not dealing with the most high, them dealing with their dear God, which is the so-called white man. They wouldn't believe, they wouldn't protect and serve him with pride because when he's so proud.
But the emblem for the police officers who is the Star Molech. The Star Molech. There's a spiritual power that keeping them. In America is who is the Saint Michael. The Saint Michael they just call upon. Some years back the apostle went into that Saint Michael. Right? That's the guardian angel for them. That's who they call upon. Right? And of course they're in Babylon. Right? Down here it's sealed by what? The seed of our spirit has not taken root in any one of these philosophies. There's a reason why we're not into any of these philosophies. And we wasn't in it first and come out of it. Right? We might have spent a little time in different Christianity and whatnot. But it's strong, them heavy fucking demons, like to be in the military. Because basically you sign up to be putting your life on the line. Right? We putting our life on the line for righteousness. You're putting all your life on the line for wicked and vanity and pride. As a police, you can't talk to me so. A normal traffic, a normal routine traffic stop, and a police want to talk down to you. Can you read? Watch this. Can you read? That's how they want to talk to you. As they're the smartest thing. Our taxpaying money pays you. You understand? I pay taxes too. You understand? I pay tribute too. Can you read? And I am wiser than you because at the end of the day, I know what's going on. You don't use a fucking puppet on a right? My puppeteer is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
He's a pit bull.
Yeah, that Esau pit bull and true.
Centurion.
Yeah.
It's trained monkey. You understand? The centurion. Right? Your puppeteer is who? Satan. You understand? What? Anybody else?
Just to show, just if I can just say this too, just to show that really and truly it really is to protect Esau benefits. The other day when
the corporation.
Not the corporation, we this fella in the PNM, the Chinese.
Short young.
Yeah, short young. When he wife, the police woman stop his wife. And
that was short young.
One of the Chinese.
One of them Chinese.
Yeah. And she tell him if she don't know who's me, I this, that, and the other. Because like she tell him that she not supposed to get pulled over. You know what I mean? Because like she
above the law.
Above the law.
And the police now that take a video or do a video on it or speak on it.
Get chastised.
She get chastised. She's part of a system, you know, you're fresh. They know what you sign up for. You have to take that. Fuck you, good for you. You understand? You're out of place because you're not supposed to, the scripture says a woman is supposed to usurp authority over a man. You understand? But yeah, it was bitch against bitch. And guess what? Bigger bitch feel it. Bigger bitch squad. That's how the cookie crumble. Yeah, we glorying in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know who? Hey, you'll go out there and the power that you'll pray to, because you'll come to who got any gods? What spirit keeping you all? What spirit give you all that power to run up there in the bad boy in them hole and to put them down? Bad boy just have bigger and badder guns than the fucking police. And when they shoot, they miss. What do you think cause that? The scripture says to the issues of death belonging to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? The bad boy just has some machine. It had the documentary from Vice TV when Inspector Alexander was in his glory, and this next one sing from Besor Street, and they pull out some kind of gun there, and no, that wasn't Vice News. That was the next one with the Rasta man, right? I think he came from England.
Yeah,
and he pulled
17.
Out, yeah. Wait, this?
AR-17.
17, not 15?
Nah, AR-15 is a long time thing, but we are 17 now.
Right. He pulled out the gun. And he said, what kind of gun is that? He said, I don't know. The inspector said, I don't know. The bad boy have bigger gun. But when the bad boy busts, everything else getting shot by the police. Because the issue of what? Of death belongs to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? But what spirit the Most High has spirit and he left protecting all you for a period of time. But it was or he set up a spirit on the Most High can set up like how he set up a lion spirit on the right hand side of Ahab. You understand? So you can take a demon to be righteous for you. You understand what I'm saying? You can take a demon from the left and put it to be a righteous spirit to manifest unto you to protect you. You understand? But at the end of the day, the Most High is going to require you because you're not righteous within your own self. These people, what? They're extorted, they're kidnapping, they're killing, you know? They're joining the Roman system. And they have no truth inside their lives.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15.
Hey, we know this is treason. This is high treason. Because we're speaking against the land that we're in, the rulers that be, this world that we're in. The scripture says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. This is not what the Most High desire. This is not heaven. This is hell. This is not peace. This is evil. Right? This is a position of straits. Right? Hard times. And who feeling it? Who feeling it the most? The Israelites. Because we are the ones who are paying tribute. Because at the end of the day, even if you have to get something, the little something that again going to be taxed. The rich white Edomites, they ain't complaining. Government shut down and take it. All they have to do is take a plane and come to what? The Bahamas, the British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, American, the US Virgin Islands, and they're relaxing. Right? Because it's winter time, they ain't gonna go to Europe. Right? Yeah, all that too. You understand? They ain't gonna go to Europe, but they will come, they will take in some tropical there's a US senator under the government shutdown, they catch you in fucking Puerto Rico. On the beach in the shorts. On holidays. You understand? They don't give a fuck. Jake being oppressed. The scripture says, awake, there was high time to wake out of sleep. When you are going to see it, you're not going to see it, matter of fact. Because the Most High blind you. Right? But the elect going to hear these words and understand.
That's right.
Right. This is Psalm 73 and verse 5. It says, they are not in trouble as other men.
Yeah, Esau is not in trouble as other men. Go ahead.
Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain.
That's why that little white boy was up in front of God and Judah's face in our video. Where they blaspheming us and calling us all the black Hebrew Israelites. Racist homophobes. Right? He said it well, He was going to speak out. All the brothers was doing is speaking out on the wickedness. All the brothers was doing is speaking out. Hey, y'all is inbred. That's what y'all is. Y'all inbred, incestuous children. Right? And the Jake that was among them that the brothers was calling out. You're a cool nigga. You're Uncle Tom going you out there in that school trip. Them schools don't teach you nothing. Them schools don't teach you history and nationality. And your history go way back past slavery. And way back past what? The west coast of Africa. Way past 70 AD. What were we way past 70 AD? Right? Why they took the Apocrypha to the Bible? It shows you the wickedness of the Romans, the Grecian, the so-called Edomite. Sorry, the so-called white man, which is the Edomite. Go ahead,
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Yeah, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. But the scripture says, but be angry and sin not. Right? The brother read earlier on about being vexed with the unrighteous conversation. Right? That's some quam.
Yeah, it's Proverbs chapter 16 and 27. It says, an ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is a burning fire.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They're digging up evil. You'll see. They'll start to bring up how much they'll chop, cut, rebuild, edit, all these different Hebrew Israelite videos. Right? And they're gonna make it look like what? Like we wicked. But how could we be wicked if we standing for the same Bible that they swear on in your courts? You all don't believe in the Bible.
Yeah.
Your righteousness is misplaced. It's not there. Why?
It says, if verse 29, it says, a violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good.
Wow, that's
Yeah, there's a comment that they got made on Facebook. It says, Israelites standing on corners yelling racism at people passing by ignorant and embarrassing to our nation. And I want to know how they're embarrassing.
Shalom.
Basically shame. Or he
So I can't bring it back again.
Yeah, read it again.
I made a post on Facebook. It says Israelites standing on corners yelling racism at people passing by is ignorant and embarrassing to our Israelite nation.
Because you're a fucking cool nigga. Right? Because he's sedated. The scripture says woe unto them that is in Zion. Right? How could we be yelling racism if we say that what we are being how we are being treated is racism? How we were treated and how we being treated up to the day. So it's not racist when the cops shoot you down in the street?
No.
It's not racist when cause a brother shared a video where two so-called black guys, they are Israelites, were working at GM General Motors, right? And they had top positions as supervisors. And their lives was being threatened continually until they came on the job and they had videos or they had pictures of over 3 nooses. 3 nooses, they started hang nooses. And when they went to make the report to GM said, hey, you know, basically, let her go. Forget that. Forget that. But let a black man say something to a so-called white person. They'll be fired in forthwith.
Gone.
Right? So now they have a case in the court. But you're going to Esau court system to sue Esau for Esau righteousness. Because Esau, the scripture says, what clean thing can come out of the unclean? Nothing. Go ahead.
Even the scripture says to show that that man don't know what he's speaking about. The Isaiah 30 verse 20 it says, and though the Lord gave you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed to the corner anymore, but thy eye shall see thy teachers.
So that's why we're on the street corners and we will always be on the street corners until the Most High take us off.
That's right.
Right? They're going to see, because this is going to go to the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Shai. The Most High said, what you the foolishness of preaching, he's going to save. Right? This work here is going to save his dumb ass nevertheless, because he's going to come back in the reincarnation through one of the same men.
Gone.
Through one of the same men.
Now, they post that say embarrassing to the nation. But hey, look we nation being homosexuals, that's embarrassing to the nation. The nation, they had the pants under their ass, that's not embarrassing to the nation.
God.
How come they seeing the embarrassment?
Shanae was an embarrassment. On Martin, Shanae was an embarrassment.
By Esau ain't seen embarrassment in racially oppressing people. Esau puffed up in that. So fuck you and your bullshit with your fucking
That's right.
nigga shit.
Ezekiel 9:4.
God. And that's Zion Christ.
Before the battery die on holding recyclement, all you could tune in, brothers. Akim on Prolific.
Right, because the battery going to die on GMS resurgement too. Right?
Yeah, the most I say I have no fellowship with evil, but we prove the works of darkness.
Can't.
And that what we out there doing, we out there come out there to speak against the devil. Is that what the scripture says?
That's right.
To reveal our wicked one. And that's what we're doing. And we have to speak about against Esau.
That's
and
right.
If you find when we speaking against Esau is racial, then go and lick the white man ass. Fuck you.
Because you're already doing it spiritually.
You're already doing it
Spiritually.
And the scripture says he that is joined unto him shall be he that is joined, Isaiah 13, he that is joined. Let's go, let me see if I can get it quick.
It's Proverbs 16 and 30. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass.
The scripture say what? Remember the days are old. Right? As the brother now point out, so what about the times when we had to go to the back of the bus? And that witch.
That wasn't embarrassing.
Yeah, that wasn't embarrassing. And one witch stand up in the front of the bus and she get repaid. This is to the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right, that's right.
At the end of the day, you don't see the work. You don't see this work that being done. The scripture says, even the spirit of the truth, who the work cannot see, who the work cannot receive, because they see it not. You don't see the righteousness because you're not spiritual. The scripture says in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, I think it's verse 14 and 15, it says what the spiritual, natural things is for the natural man, spiritual things are for the spiritual man. Right? But the natural man cannot receive the things of the spirit because what they are spiritually discerned. Right?
Foolishness unto him.
You saying that this is what? This is embarrassment? This is glory.
That's right.
Because what? We are the we give glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? That we have the first fruits of the spirit, which is what? Understanding. We understand why we here in the streets. We understand why we're being oppressed. We understand why all hell gonna break loose and they're gonna bring that RFID chip.
That's right.
As you remedy, which is gonna be a mark of condemnation. Right? Because you're gonna line up to take the chip.
I could say this too.
But we're gonna resist this chip. The elect gonna resist that chip because the Most High gonna put that spirit upon them.
When the scripture says Romans 10:15, it says, and how shall they preach except they be sent, as it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. And we preaching that, bringing glad tidings of good things. It's telling you all that we're going to rule once again. And in order for that to happen, the so-called man had to come down.
John 3:33.
His kingdom had to fall.
John 3:33. John 3:33. One time. John 3:33.
Says John,
Saying John 3:33.
says John 3 verse 33. It says, he that receiveth testimony had said to his seed that God is true.
Right? You know, he that received his testimony had said to his seal, right? What Ezekiel 9:4? Go in the midst of the city, in the midst of Jerusalem, right? And set a mark upon them that sigh and cry for all abominations that be done thereof.
That's right, that's right.
What Revelation 7 said, 7 and 1 going down, right? To hold back the wind until the seal, the men of Jerusalem, right?
Come.
Read what Romans 10 and 13 say? Romans 10 and 13. Oh, 10 and 15 says what? Read Romans 10 and 15, Baba Kusha.
In Romans 10 verse 15, it says, and how shall they preach except they be sent?
How shall they preach except they be sent? Right?
As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
Right? Read John 33, John 3:33 and 34 now.
In John 3 verse 33, it says, he that had received his testimony
He that received his testimony.
had said to
Where you
his
gonna get his testimony? Out here on the highways and byways. The scripture says what? Wisdom cried it out. It cried to the chief place of concourse. This is an embarrassment. This is wisdom. Right. And he refused. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because what? They reject knowledge. Right? So what? It's to his condemnation, but to the elect's what? Seal. Go ahead.
For he whom the Most High had sent, speaking the words of the Most High.
For he whom the Most High had sent, speaking the words of the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
For the Most High giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him.
It's supposed the Most High giveth the Spirit, but not by measure, so that we can touch on all topics across the board.
That's right.
Right? We have a plethora of what? Understanding. Right? Through the Spirit, we are one body. So even if one brother miss, another brother going to pick up. That's why the scripture says go out in twos. Right?
That's right.
So you have no understanding. You are void of understanding. The Most High didn't remove that veil from off your eyes, off your mind, off your heart. Your heart is stone. Our heart is closer to flesh.
What is German?
The elect's heart, don't put it that way. So like
The scripture say,
Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
against, it ain't speaking for, it ain't speaking peace. It's speaking against, which meaning, how are you speaking words opposing the country or the leaders in that country?
It says oppose, resist, opposite. You understand? You're like smooth words. You're like eloquent speech. You're like a good presentation. You're like to be fucking entertained. But what is in the movie? Are you all entertained? Famine. Venezuela coming on your doorstep. You're ignorant. Shut the fuck up. Right? Are you all entertained? You come to be edified? Put your emotions aside and listen to the message. Go ahead.
It said of evil and of pestilence.
Of evil and of pestilence. That's exactly the spirit was not calling out. You don't like to hear smooth words, enticing speech. You don't like to get dressed up. Death and famine, pestilence come in. Right? Martial law come in.
That's right.
The economy about to collapse.
That's right.
You just study what? You study that word?
What
do you want mean?
Huh?
You tell me what it mean.
What is martial law?
You tell me what it mean.
What is martial law?
You tell me what it mean.
Do Yahweh decide that you can disrespect anybody here?
Go ahead. This is martial law.
Yahweh.
This is what
I am asking you a question. I am asking you a question.
1 Corinthians chapter 2.
You a question.
1 Corinthians chapter 2. Verse 4. My speech and my preaching was not with enticing words.
I am asking you.
Of man's wisdom.
I am asking you.
But in the demonstration.
I am asking you.
Demonstration.
I am asking you.
Of the Spirit.
Of the
I
spirit.
am asking
And
you.
of power.
I am asking you. I am asking you.
The spirit of the Most High is what?
I am asking you.
Go ahead.
I am asking you.
Knowledge and understanding. Right?
Brother.
Just keep in the spirit. Go ahead.
Brother.
Go ahead.
I am asking you.
I'll start back from the top.
I am asking you.
1 Corinthians chapter
I am
2 verse
asking
4.
you.
And my speech
I am asking
and
you.
my preaching
I
was
am
not
asking
with
you.
enticing words.
Under Yahweh and Yeshua, I am asking you.
And my preaching
I am
was
asking
not
you.
enticing words.
I am asking
Of
you.
man's wisdom.
I am asking you.
So go to this
I am
church,
asking
go to
you.
the synagogues, go to
And
the
I will keep
temple.
on asking
That's
you.
what they ask.
And I will
That's what
keep
they
on
like.
asking you.
Right? They
And
like
I will
smooth
call you
words.
out.
They like
And I will
ignorant
ask you.
words. Right?
I will ask you.
But
I will
of- but
I will
of-
ask you.
but of-
I will ask
but of
you. I will
man's
ask
wisdom,
you.
but in
I will ask you.
But in
I will ask you.
demonstration, the
I will
Lord
ask you.
these words
I will
are not
ask
gonna
you.
go void. They're gonna be
I will ask
manifested
you.
in these
And
last
I will
days.
ask you.
Right?
And I will
So
ask
martial
you.
law is about to
I will
come.
ask you.
Right? Government
And I will
rule.
ask you.
The military
I will
rule is
ask
about to
you.
come on the earth.
I will
Right?
ask
This
you.
pro-
I will ask you.
Go ahead.
I will
Go
ask
ahead.
you.
This is
I will
2
ask you.
Corinthians
Yeah.
chapter
This is
11.
what you all